Fiona Bruce faces backlash after question time clash over Jimmy Kimmel suspension. BBC presenter Fiona Bruce has come under fire from viewers who claimed she should not be hosting question time after a heated exchange with an audience member over the suspension of U.S. talk show host Jimmy Kimmel. The controversy unfolded during Thursday's special edition of the flagship debate show, which tackled Donald Trump's state visit to the UK and the global implications of his presidency. On the panel with Fiona, 61, were Scotland's Secretary Douglas Alexander, Conservative Shadow Housing Secretary James Cleverly, broadcaster and journalist Piers Morgan, and acclaimed playwright and author Bonnie Greer. The free speech debate. At one point, the panel was asked whether Britain should accept lectures on free speech from the US, following the shock suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live. The late-night host's show was pulled off air after he described the MAGA gang as desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points. Democrats in Washington have branded the suspension an attack on free speech, calling it an abuse of power. An audience member explained why he raised the issue, saying, "The main thing that prompted it, and it is relatively trivial, all things considered, was waking up this morning and seeing that the Jimmy Kimmel show had been cancelled." Fiona Bruce's intervention sparks clash. Attempting to clarify for viewers, Fiona Bruce interjected. "Let me just say for people at home who don't know, Jimmy Kimmel is a very well-known chat show host in America. In America, he is a household name and the show has been cancelled and taken off the air because of comments he made about Charlie Kirk. Claims he made about the person, who is a suspect in killing Charlie Kirk. This is felt by Donald Trump and certainly many others to be deeply offensive, but the audience member swiftly corrected her. The comments weren't about Charlie Kirk. They were about the people who were gleefully weaponizing his death to advance their agenda. That was the nature of his comments." Piers Morgan jumped in with a fiery retort. "That's not true." Viewer backlash on social media. Bruce's explanation quickly set social media alight. On X, formerly Twitter, critics accused her of misrepresenting Kimmel's remarks. One viewer blasted, "The explanation by Fiona Bruce is total nonsense and is exactly why she should not be hosting #BBCQT. But also why she will continue to do so," another agreed with the audience member. "I watched the whole show. At no point did Jimmy say anything offensive about the deceased individual." Others piled on. "I would love to be on the show when #Fiona Bruce is no longer hosting it. #Fiona Bruce, get your facts straight. That correction was. It's always great to see the truth come out on live TV." Kudos to that audience member. However, some disagreed with the pushback, siding with Bruce. "The audience member is objectively wrong. It was absolutely about Charlie Kirk. Kimmel explicitly stated that a right-winger was responsible for Kirk's shooting, which is flat out incorrect. He spread misinformation, and his *** got fired for it. Simple as."